Working from home can be a real challenge if you don't have a space designated specifically for your studio. I'm going to give you some tips to keep your area organized and clean and to keep yourself and your family safe when working with clay at home. Best just to take it outside. Clay is a naturally occurring material, but it's toxic. In its wet form, clay is perfectly safe, but the problems come from dry clay or dust. Clay contains free silica that is too fine and heavy to be expelled from the lungs, which over time and long-term exposure could cause fatal silicosis or potter's rot. So always maintain a clean workspace. Don't leave scraps of clay and drips of slip on surfaces to dry, especially on the floor where it would become pulverized as you walk around on it. Use wet sponges or mops to clean up messes, as brooms, vacuums, and brushes do not properly filter out the fine problematic particles, but rather send the dust airborne so that they can be inhaled even easier. When working with dry clay or glaze materials, or you're using glaze or slip spray, always protect your lungs with a respirator. A P100 filter, when worn properly, will filter 99.97% of hazardous dust particulates. P-series filters don't have any time use restrictions, so they can be used repeatedly without a shelf life until damaged or soiled. Both N and R series filters have a time use restriction of 8 hours of continuous or intermittent use, and they must be stored in airtight packaging when not in use to retain their effectiveness. After those 8 hours of use, the N and R filters must be discarded and replaced. Be sure you have proper sealing around the edges of your mask. You don't want any dust getting in the sides or the bottom. If you must work inside, be sure your process isn't creating dust. Clean up scraps and spills as you work. Use clean water to wipe up surfaces. Keep work inside sealed bins. Thoroughly clean tools before storing. Use a clean damp sponge to clean clay off yourself.